Guys, ammunition for this video has been provided by Browne Works Inc., manufacturer of fine custom handgun grips. If you guys are looking for very unique, very customized handgun grips for your favorite handgun, contact Mark at Browne Works Inc., link in the description below, and create something beautiful for your favorite handgun. And don't forget to tell them Wyoming Gun Project sent you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at a Pioneer Arms Sporter with the wire folding stock. So this is just your standard run-of-the-mill Pioneer Arms AK47 style, but oh buddy, does this one have some issues. Now, if you're not aware, Pioneer Arms did go out of business, so a lot of companies were blowing these out. That's one of the reasons I bought it. And this is the fourth. So I have 4 Pioneer Arms AKs. This is only the second one featured on the channel right now. I don't think the other videos have dropped yet, but I wanted to go, this was the last one I picked up, and I wanted to kind of go over it because so far the other 3, cosmetically, I've only fired one of the other 3. This one is also unfired, so we're going to see the very first shots today. Cosmetically, all the other ones look great, just with a quick overview. But this one, whoa buddy, is it? It's missing things. Things are broken on it. It's probably because it's some of the last ones they had coming out, and you get the last bottom of the barrel type of stuff. So let's go over the rifle. First thing is, again, you have your standard AK-47 45-degree gas block, as you can see up there. Let me take this mag out so I can manipulate this thing around my tripod. Now, it did come with 2 of these polymer magazines. All my other 7.62 Pioneers came with those too. They're all polymer plastic mags. Not a big fan, but whatever. I got tons of AK mags. 45-degree gas block. As you can see here, we just have the standard wedge muzzle brake it came with. It is cast, because you can see the casting line. Standard front sight cast, 45-degree gas block cast. That's not unusual. Almost all AKs come with that type of stuff. As you can see, it is missing a cleaning rod. Now, we have rectified that, and one of the other problems I'm going to show you, we have also rectified that problem, so we're going to fix that, but I'm going to shoot it how it came out of the box, brand new from Pioneer Arms. Your standard laminate wood forend with the swell on it. Now, I did see a video before they shut down. I saw a video of some of the guys from Pioneer Arms discussing the furniture and how they had found or bought or whatever. They had acquired somehow. I don't exactly remember how at this point. They had acquired an entire warehouse of surplus military furniture, and that's supposedly what's on these rifles. I don't know. That's what they said in the interview. I missed this part. Your 45-degree gas block with the holes right here. Some come with no holes. Some come with vent holes in the tube. These have the vent holes right there in the gas block. Your standard cast rear sight tower right there. This does have a forged trunnion. So this is part of their forged trunnion series. I guess early on, some of their AKs came with cast trunnions, and people did not like that. As you can see, this has the wire folder, extendo safety, which is kind of, you know, like my other one. They just kind of spot welded. It looks like they took a regular safety and then spot welded this little sheet metal thing on there. It's not even textured. It is textured right here, but it's not textured right there. And as you can see, it looks like they just said, hey, spot weld that on there, and we'll make it a tactical style safety. Standard mag release right here. It does look like it might be extended a little bit. Let me open this stock. It does look like this mag release is extended a little bit over the military models. So far, the rivets, I don't see any rivets that are, you know, popping up, cockeyed, out of whack. you know, anything like that. Plastic reddish color pistol grip. Yeah, ribbed dust cover. But what do you see right there? What do you see right there? That sucker's cracked. That's how it was in the box when I picked it up. And it's not like I could be like, hey, let me return this. No big deal. I picked one up from Palmetto for 20 bucks maybe. Something like that. Brand new ribbed one. It came in today along with the cleaning rods. So we will, after we go out and shoot this, we'll put all that stuff in and shoot again. But yeah, it looks like it was dropped right there. Somebody had dropped it. There's a nice big ding and bam, it split the whole split the whole dust cover on there. So that's fantastic. This rear trunnion, or rear with the wire stock, not the rear trunnions right there, the wire stock assembly button works great. It folds, it folds and opens up just fine. No issue. You push this lever right here and it'll fold on over. It does fold and lock along the side. And as you can see, they put this rubber bumper in there. This is also, again, you can see the line there. This is a cast wire stock. I have owned and fired these before with these type of stocks. They are not the greatest. You can't really get a cheek weld. With optics, you really can't. There's some aftermarket companies that sell a bar that comes up here and screws into the end right there. I might consider getting one of those if I put optics on, but I probably won't. But these are excellent for like armored vehicle crews, paratroopers, stuff like that. That's basically what it was designed for. Now you can fire it with it closed. This button works great, as you can see. It opens it, folds around, but there is quite a bit of up and down play and side to side. So I know there's probably manufacturers that do it better and these are tighter, but this one, yeah, look at that. Not so much. So we'll see when we get out there. Also, this is missing a rear sling loop. Let me fold this up and yeah, let me fold that up. Look at right there. Let me see if I can get it in. Look at right there. There's supposed to be a sling loop there. So far, when I opened it out of the box, missing sling loop, missing cleaning rod, and cracked dust cover. Now, every other, again, this is the 4th Pioneer Arms I've purchased. Every other one has come with a cleaning rod. Like I said, I think this was probably the bottom of the barrel that the company had left, which they were blowing it out. But they didn't disclose any of that stuff. So, side rail mount, XY reinforced in the receiver for the trigger pins. Everything, you know, there is a front sling mount, but somebody forgot to install the rear sling mount. So, yeah, there it is. This one seems like a hot mess. It does. By the way, it does headspace beautifully. It barely closes on a go, and it will not even come close to closing on a no-go. So headspace is great so far. We'll fire, you know, a couple hundred rounds out of it maybe, and then see if that changes or anything. But let's just take this really kind of a hot mess of an AK out there. I don't think it's dangerous at all, but we're going to shoot it exactly how it comes out the box, and then we'll put the new parts on it. And I still got to try to find a sling loop. Anybody out there knows where they can get a sling loop for this style of stock? Let me know. Hit me up. Leave a comment down below. But yeah, let's just get out to the range and do some live fire with this sucker. All right, folks. So we find ourselves back out on the range for the live fire portion of this review. We have our Pioneer Arms AK47 Sporter. Exactly how it was delivered to me from the factory. Missing the cleaning rod. Cracked dust cover. No sling swivel on the back. Now, I have since taken delivery of a new ribbed dust cover from PSA and a cleaning rod, I think from Midway USA. At some point in this video, I'm going to be installing it because I can't stand the way this thing looks, and that cracked dust cover just irritates the fire out of me. But these are the very first shots out of this brand new gun. So we are going to shoot it exactly how it was delivered to me and see how it shoots. We have a variety of 7.62. We have some Bellum, graciously provided by Mark from Browne Works Inc., true artisan of custom grips for tons of handguns and even AR-15s. Go check him out, link in the description below. He is an artist. He makes beautiful custom grips. Order whatever you want or buy what he's got on the website. They're excellent. We also have a little bit of Wolf, kind of mix it up. We're just gonna see how this stuff shoots. So this is the first 20 rounds out of this gun. I also brought out the factory, one of the factory magazines it came with, Steel Mag, and the US Palm Thunder Ranch that came with my Century Arms Thunder Ranch AK, the V2 version. I didn't even test to see if they go in the gun, so we're gonna find that out here. So let's just see how this bad boy shoots its first 20 rounds. Hopefully it goes well and this dust cover doesn't get heated off into the distance. Here we go. All right, folks, so that was our first 20 rounds. No issues, but it's only been 20 rounds. We now have a Steel Mag with Wolf in it. Guys, this setup right here, you can't get like a cheek weld. You kind of got to get a floating chin weld type of thing with this. And with this one wiggling a lot, let me know again if the higher end ones do that. It's kind of just floating all over the place. However, again, like I stated before, this was designed for vehicle crews and let's say paratroopers and stuff like that. But and they are handy. And if you watch any like real war footage when they're dismounting their vehicles, a lot of times they're just suppressive fire until they get to their position. So it's good enough, but you're not going to be taking like 500-yard sniper headshots with this sucker, but that's not what it's designed for. As you can see, I have added the cleaning rod now because I don't like the way AKs look without cleaning rods. This is just, it looks boo-boo. So I had to do that right quick. So again, we got our second mag, goes in. All right, let's just fire a couple rounds of this Wolf, man. Okay, folks, so this one's got a mixture of Wolf and Bellum in the factory supplied magazine. All right, folks, so as you can see, I have switched out the cracked Pioneer dust cover and added the PSA one. It fits too, man. So now we got our new dust cover, our cleaning rod, and we are still missing our sling swivel back there. So this one won't be getting a sling anytime soon, but let's just see how it shoots as if I was trying to jump out of an armored vehicle. All right, folks, final thoughts on the Pioneer Arms Sporter. I don't know, side folding, wire stock side folder, but I think it's not bad, okay? Now, as discussed in the tabletop, this one obviously came with the cracked dust cover. It looked like maybe it was dropped. I don't know if it was dropped before it was shipped or dropped after, but there it is. I showed you. We did fire the first, I don't know, 40 rounds or so with it on there. No issues. It did kind of sound weird. If you go back and listen, look at the video, you can kind of hear a ping, ping type of a rattly sound. I got a new one from PSA. Did not come with the cleaning rod. Got one of those from Midway. I think it was. Still missing the sling swivel on the back here. Now, if any of you AK experts out there or anybody that knows where maybe I could pick one of those up at, I was kind of looking around. Let me know in the comments down below. All in all, I don't think it's bad at all. Now, again, caveat, it's only the first 160 rounds, and we will keep track of round count. But within this time, I think if you saw my other videos about the PSA Alpha, I'll link that one below. Within the first couple hundred rounds, it started having those issues where it was piercing primers and stuff. So far, this one doesn't have it. Again, this stock kind of really sucks. I did see, I don't know if I mentioned the tabletop, I did see on Clayco's channel, really good AK channel, where there's an aftermarket bar you can plug in here, you know, screw it in, and it gives you a cheek riser if you're going to run optics, because it's practically, you're going to do like a chin weld thing with this thing. But again, it wasn't designed for comfort. It was designed to be compact inside a vehicle, or maybe for paratroopers, stuff like that. Now they have the some of them have the triangle folder, which is a little bit better. But all in all, the 3 mags we brought out, the 2 different types of ammo. I'm looking at the primers. I got some right here. Looking at the primers, no issues, man. No pierced primers, nothing, not even close. So we will do a after action report, an AAR on this, looking at the wear, if there's lug peening, any of that kind of stuff. Again, it's only been the first 160, but I have seen videos out there where people have fired the first 100 or so rounds and it's lost headspace. In our AAR, we will check headspace. We will check any of the peening that might come up, or because that's been the biggest issue with these when people talk about cast trunnions and stuff. This is the forged trunnion model, by the way. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you think. Again, I don't know if I forgot to mention that these guys are out of business, or I don't know if they're completely out of business, but they're not importing to the US anymore. So that's why this one was so cheap. And maybe this one was the last bottom of the barrel, and that's why I had all those issues. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.